Guys, before I start, there's something I'd like to say in the comments. There's something I've been doing recently. I don't think I should be saying this, but I've been throwing heart emojis to Crystal Moon recently. I think that I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but whatever. I guess it's just me being the kid I am. Well, that's all. I suppose it's time to... Yeah, that got a little personal, but let's find a video. Oh, here we go. I found this one. I'm like, yes, I'm doing this. It reminds me of my life, honestly. But I guess, well, I don't even know how to explain my life anymore.
What you doing? Is this step taken?
I actually came by to say goodbye to you.
Off to school, huh?
Yeah, I'm going 2 weeks early because I'm in RA and in soccer, debate camp, student government.
Yeah, I haven't seen you all summer.
I've been busy.
You know, Baljeet said something funny. He said you had a crush on me back in grade school.
Oh, yeah, I had a big crush on you.
Wow, I had no idea.
Really? I thought I was being so obvious.
Absolutely clueless. Sorry.
I sort of gave up when we got to high school.
Yeah, I think that's when I started having a thing for you.
Shoot, what am I doing wrong? Shoot.
Well, that's unfortunate timing.
Yep. You're off to college.
Tri-State State. Have you decided where you're going yet?
I think
You know what?
have.
I just did.
Oh, huh.
Hey, what's wrong? Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. Wrong letter.
Well, I guess I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes. Yes, you will.
What the heck?
It's about time.
We have been trying to get you two together all day.
You guys are the best.
So, what did I miss?
It was as if love had kicked them both in the face.
Yeah, called it.
I'm going to miss you guys.
High school is coming up. You guys, come on. Also,
See ya.
In 2 weeks.
Nah, I've waited this long.
So, Tri-State State, huh? Good choice.
Hey, Ferbs, you ready? Hi, Phineas.
Hi, Nessa. Where are you guys going?
Oh, Ferb's taking me out for Ukrainian food.
Can we drop you anywhere?
As a matter of fact...
Yeah. Yes.
Phineas? What are you doing?
This.
What the heck?
I never knew she had a thing for him.
Seriously?
Seriously?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Everyone knew.
Well, that was worth the wait.
Yes. Yes, it was.
There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. So the annual problem for our generation is finding
I don't know what I'm doing. Let's find another one, guys.
Tunes.
And a lot
Okay,
of you
guys,
guys
let's
have
begin
been,
this again.
and it's Wolfie too.
And
it's
Sweeto
Sweeto
Tunes.
Tunes.
And a lot of you guys have been asking us to tell the story about how we first met.
It's very cheesy, but here we go.
It all started almost 5 years ago. I found this boy who called himself Jordan Sweeto one day through one of the videos on his
You guys want a
YouTube
better
channel.
explanation
I
of
thought
the
that he
love
seemed like a
video?
really
I
cute and
would be
funny
willing to do
person,
that.
so I followed him on there and on his social media.
She actually just followed him because she felt sorry for him, because he was so ugly and so desperate.
As if!
What? It's true.
Jeez, no it's not.
If you're gonna tell the story, you have to tell it the truth.
I am
The truth.
I am
That's the
telling the
truth.
truth.
We both kind of talked on and off online for a long time, and I remember every time she would reply to my tweets, I would get kind of happy.
It's weird to think at one point I even made a fan art for him. He was pretty much my
What a
senpai.
little fangirl.
Excuse me.
Did you call me senpai?
I always wanted to be better friends and get to know him more, but this didn't happen until a whole 3 years later, when he randomly messaged me on Twitter one day. Then he asked if he could add me on Skype, and we started talking on there every day for hours at a time.
Literally like 10 hours a day.
I remember the first time we got into a Skype call, and I was so shy to talk, and especially to get on camera. But then when we did get into a video call, this one ended up being more shy than me at first.
I thought that I was gonna be the confident one in the first camera call, but yeah, I wasn't.
No,
I was like hiding my
no
face
one
because
is.
I
I know
didn't want her
that
to
for
see it
a
in
fact.
case she thought it was ugly. I don't know.
I knew your face already.
Yeah, I know, but you never saw it like in Skype, so I don't know.
How's it different from seeing it in video?
It's not, but it still is different somehow.
Somehow.
I don't know.
I remember that in the first cam call that we ever did, she just randomly signed off in the middle of our conversation. I was like, what? Where did you go? Does she hate me? But it turns out that her phone just died, so I was worrying for nothing.
That probably didn't help. I was just in the chat being like, lol, sorry, my phone died.
Lol.
I'm sorry, lol. It was crazy how many things we had in common, like our love for Nintendo, Owl City, we both love drawing.
And animals.
I thought you were gonna say anime.
And anime, too.
We're both weebs. After a short time of talking, I realized that I was beginning to fall for him.
Why are you just screaming for no apparent
He
reason?
licked me!
After a couple weeks of talking on Skype, I kind of felt that way too. I felt like, even though we hadn't met before, that there was something special about her, and I wanted to, I don't know, why are you smiling at me? I just wanted to find out more about her, and back then it was just about being friends, but I just wanted to be her best friend. What? Why are you giving me goo-goo eyes?
I can smell your drool.
Where?
What? What do you mean?
You licked my face and I can smell it. Yeah, I didn't know how or if I'd ever be able to tell him about how I felt. And another problem was that he was living in Australia while I was all the way over in Europe.
Just a tiny problem.
We were literally on opposite sides of the world.
Even though it was really difficult being so far apart, it actually kind of worked out for our sleeping schedule because she would have a regular one and I would stay up till 7 a.m. every single night, or morning, I guess.
Yeah, even if we'd spent like the whole day in call, sometimes it just didn't feel enough. So there were many nights where, like, after we'd say goodnight, I would stay up late waiting for him to wake up so we could talk again that day.
There were also nights where I would say goodnight and go to sleep, but I wouldn't go to sleep. I would be thinking about her, and then I would sign back on the Skype and be like, hi, I'm still awake.
That made me happy. Then by this point we decided that we had to meet each other, so I booked tickets to come to Australia for September that year.
After me trying to convince her for a couple weeks.
He said that if I didn't buy my ticket, he would. I would never forget the moment I saw him for the first time. He ran to me and hugged me super tightly.
I probably looked like the biggest dork to people just standing by and watching.
It was cute though. It felt so surreal to be with him like that after only ever being able to see him on my computer screen. I thought that we were going to be really shy around each other, at least for the first little bit, but we got really comfortable really fast. He held my hand on the way back to his car and he kept hugging me every time we stopped at a red light. The time that I was in Australia with him was honestly the happiest time of my life.
I didn't think I could meet anybody who would make me feel the same way that she made me feel.
We had so much fun together and made so many special memories. He took me to so many different places and introduced me to all of his family and his friends.
And we played Pokemon Go every single day.
It was true. We went out for drives at night and we'd be out till like 5 a.m. catching Pokemon. It was great.
I remember that first day that we met when I drove her home and we hung out for the night. I realized then and there that I couldn't be without her anymore. I had known for a long time speaking with her over Skype that I thought she was the girl for me, but just seeing her in person that night just made it clear to me that she was the one. What?
You can cut that out, right?
Nope, we're leaving that in.
No!
We're really sorry. This video is very cheesy, but everybody was requesting it, so this is your own fault.
Mm-hmm. It was the same for me. I also knew on the night that we first met that he was the one for me. And then exactly 10 days after we met, he asked me to be his girlfriend.
You remember exactly how many days it took me to ask you?
Uh-huh.
And it was really sad when the time came that she had to go back home because she booked a return ticket.
It was okay though, because as soon as I got home, I immediately started making plans to return to Australia.
It's like,
This time
"Yeah,
permanently.
fucking never say
So
we're
after
going
just
back
3
home."
weeks of being apart, I was back here.
Those 3 weeks were really hard, though. I remember that. I remember staring at the screen on Skype call and just feeling really sad that you weren't here.
It was really hard to be apart.
We're both really clingy.
True.
And that's the story. We've been together here ever since.
And I've never been happier. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We also did a video over on my channel talking about how much of a clumsy anime girl Wolfie is in real life.
So if you want to go check that out, the link will be in the description down below. I also have a Patreon where I share my works in progress and lots of other cool rewards. So you should go check that out if you want. Thank you again for watching.
You guys, this is our second
No way.
Way.
It's true. You can buy lottery tickets online.
Hi everyone, this is Wolfie Chew.
And Sweeto Tunes.
And a while back, we did a video talking about how we first met each other. So
Found it.
today we thought maybe we could make a video talking about the first ever date we went on.
I remember our first ever date. We went to an Asian restaurant to get noodles. Why are you smiling already?
I like that place.
Surprisingly, I wasn't too nervous or anything, even though this was our first ever date. But by that stage, I already felt super comfortable around her. We had talked for literally months on Skype beforehand. I'm glad I wasn't too nervous though, because when I get nervous, I tend to get a little clumsy. And I think that's the case for you, because on this date, well, I'll just tell you.
Okay, so we went into the restaurant, we ordered our food, and we went to sit down. And I remember the chairs, they were like really high, like too high for me.
Because she's a little shorty.
No, I'm not short, I'm average height.
Oh my god. Anyway, so I ordered my food first, and then I went over to the table to wait for her. When she finally finished ordering her food, she came over and sat down at the high table. It sounds like you're a kid, like
I'm
sitting
in a
in
little high chair.
a little high chair.
So I went over to the table with our food and I sat down and I realized that those chairs are really high. Like, my feet couldn't reach the ground. So we started eating.
And can I add that when she was eating her noodles, she was flinging them around in her chopsticks while she was talking to me. So I was just sitting there being like, oh god, she's gonna make a mess.
It wasn't on purpose. I just forgot that I had them in my hand.
Oh my god.
And then for whatever reason, I tried to bend forward in my seat, but I forgot how high the chair was. So when I went to put my feet on the ground wasn't there. So I kind of just like fell face first into the table.
All the other customers look over at us being like, young love. I honestly really do like your clumsiness a lot. I just think that I don't know, it's really cute. So we had our dinner and I decided to take her out to a chocolate restaurant after that because she is quite the sweet tooth, so.
I love that place.
Basically, this chocolate restaurant is like any other restaurant except all the main meals are like giant desserts, drinks, and milkshakes.
It's amazing. When we got there, they set us up at a table for two, and then they gave us the menu to look at.
We were looking at the menu and it had a lot of weird stuff like chocolate pizzas and spaghetti made out of Oreos and stuff.
That sounds kind of bad, actually, though.
I thought you liked chocolate.
Yeah, but not spaghetti chocolate. That's weird.
Then we finally found what we wanted to order. It was called the OMG Choc Chip Cookie.
The OMG choc chip.
It was pretty much an ice cream sandwich, which we both really like, so we decided to order it.
The waitress told us that it was gonna be like a really soft cookie, but then when we got it, it was really hard, and I remember I was trying to cut it and I just couldn't.
I was looking over at you struggling with your knife and fork, just trying to cut through this super tough cookie.
I was just like, it's okay. I don't need help. I got this.
Did I end up having to help you cut that cookie?
I think so. Actually, yeah, you took over completely in the end.
I just got sick of watching you fail at it. And then Wolfie started stuffing her face with the chocolate chip cookie.
I was not stuffing my face. I was eating nicely.
And she got chocolate all over her face.
How much is all over my face? Like 1 crown?
When you were talking to me, I was trying to tell you that you had something on your face, but you didn't understand my gestures. That's okay, though, because I think I got some chocolate on my face, too, so I wasn't the only clumsy one on the date.
Mm-hmm.
I remember looking around at that chocolate restaurant and seeing all these other couples that were being lovey-dovey and, like, nuzzling noses and kissing, and then there we were, just stuffing our faces with chocolate chip cookies.
And then when we were done, we rolled out of that restaurant like true little fatties.
Wow, we're a match made in heaven.
I ship it.
No one.
But anyways, that was our first date, and I remember taking her home that night, and that was the night that I had decided that I was going to ask her out. I took her out to my backyard.
It was really cute because he put on all of the fairy lights too, so it was really pretty and magical out there.
At that point, I knew how I felt about her. I loved her for everything that she was, including her extreme clumsiness, which she proved in the date that day, might I add.
Whoops.
But yeah, I knew that I was in love with her, so I had to ask her, and she said yes. Why are you smiling so much?
Because it makes me happy remembering it. And this happened only 10 days after we first met each other in person for the first time.
Yeah, that escalated quickly. But yeah, that was the story of our first date and how we got together. And we've been together for almost 2 years now. It's crazy.
Well, thank you all so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed. Be sure to also go subscribe and check out Jordan's newest storytime video too.
It's about the time I almost died, so yeah, that was...
Jeez, who dies?
Hey everyone, it's Sweeto Tunes.
And Wolfie Chew.
And in today's video, I want to tell you a little something about Wolfie Chew. She is the clumsiest girl I have ever met.
Not that bad.
Yes, you are. You are actually anime girls' levels of clumsiness, that's just, what?
That is an exaggeration.
It actually isn't, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I remember the first couple of weeks that you were here in Australia with me, and we were playing lots of Legend of Zelda. We were playing through Wind Waker, and it was a really awesome time, and we went to go get something from the fridge, and you looked at me and did this cute little smile, trying to be all adorable, and you were, but then you tried to skip away, like all cute. And you slammed headfirst into a door.
It wasn't like that. Okay, the kitchen has 2 doors, okay? And he was coming out of one door, and I was gonna go in the other. And he distracted me. I was looking at him.
How did I distract you?
Because you were holding a guitar being all cute. And I was looking at you, and I didn't realize that the other door was closed, so I just ran into it. That's all.
Like a clumsy anime girl.
No, it wasn't even that hard.
I felt the ground shatter. You slammed into that door, you were just like...
I wasn't hurt or anything. I was just really embarrassed.
I remember trying to help you up, and I couldn't because I was falling to the ground laughing so much. Because it was so cute and dorky, and it's just so like you to be that clumsy. So that's one example. I'm going to tell you another, though. There's plenty more examples where that
Having
came from.
way too much fun with this.
This is my video, so I get to I get to say whatever I'd like. Do you also remember the time when we went to the shopping center to go get some stuff for dinner? And for some weird reason, I thought it would be a good idea to give you control of the shopping trolley. So you were just pushing the shopping trolley around, having a great time. And I was like, okay, surely she couldn't do anything wrong here. But I was wrong. I turned my back for 1 second. When I turned around to look at her, she slammed the trolley into the wall. Somehow she didn't see the wall. And just slammed into it, and other people were looking at us.
I just wanted to get some bread.
And you did that by slamming the trolley into the wall.
It was an accident. I didn't know the wall was so close to me.
What were you looking at?
At you again.
What?
It's always your fault.
And that isn't even where the clumsiness ends. Would you like to tell everybody your laser tag story?
Okay, it's not that bad, okay? We were just like, we were playing laser tag with a bunch of other people. And when we went into the dark room, everybody kind of just like went their separate ways. And I was just starting to do really good. I was shooting lots of people and nobody was getting me. But then...
Are you sure that wasn't just in your head?
No, I was okay. But then I don't know what happened. I turned to shoot someone, but there was no one there. There was just a wall. So I crashed into the wall really hard. And then I turn around, and who do I see standing right there laughing at me? This guy.
I'm convinced that you were doing that for the whole time you were in there.
No, I wasn't. Literally, any time that I do something clumsy, somehow you're always there to see it. I remember as soon as you saw that, you just like walked away like, nope, I don't know who that is.
I didn't walk away.
You did.
No, I didn't. I was like, come with me. Wow, you really are a clumsy anime girl in real life. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it.
We also did a video on my channel about how we first met, so you can go check that out if you'd like.
I also have a Patreon where I share a bunch of my works in progress.
So that's good, guys. Let's see another video. Here's the next one.
Princess Peach has become a staple character in the Mario franchise, and her love life is as complicated and complex as she is as a character. We have a few ideas of who she truly might have feelings for, so jump into your nearest warp pipe and join us as we dive into one of the most complicated love lives of all Nintendo characters. If you're a fan of all things Nintendo and video games, click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our new content. But hurry before Princess Peach gets kidnapped. Again. Mario. The relationship between Mario and Peach is both timeless and interesting since it spurs longer than most of our friends' marriages and our own relationships. But even after 30 years, Nintendo has still given us little in the way of whether these two are a couple or not. It took some digging, but we've found a few reasons why we think Mario is her one true love. The first instance of any romance between the two characters comes from Super Mario World, but then we get another hint a couple years later in Super Mario Kart. In the Japanese version, not only do we get to see Peach have a nice champagne toast to celebrate her major win, but there's another small hint in the game that Mario and Peach might be more than they seem. In Japanese culture, it's common for sweethearts to show their devotion to each other, just like in America. Although, unlike in American culture where we would carve our initials in a tree trunk, Japan does things a bit differently. They use an ai-gasa as an expression of their love. Translated, this means the love umbrella, where they draw an umbrella with their names underneath. In the American version, the umbrella was missing on the title screen. Perhaps because Nintendo knew the Western audience couldn't read the names printed underneath the umbrella clearly as Mario and Peach, or because they knew they wouldn't understand it at all. For whatever reason, it left a hole we searched for in their relationship for quite some time. It would take another 4 years for Mario and Peach to have any indication of a relationship. Super Mario RPG has the two share a kiss, and perhaps even a marriage, but since the ending scene was questionable, we're not sure how to take their sudden appearance at the altar together. Bowser. We personally love the fan theory that Peach and Bowser are actually in love. Hear us out first. Peach just willingly goes with Bowser. She doesn't put up a fight or use her super awesome magical powers on him. She just goes with him. Now this could be for a few reasons. Maybe Peach enjoys getting kidnapped and it gives her a rush of excitement. If we're really being honest, we think that being the princess of a bunch of helpless little toads doesn't sound all too exciting. But being captured by Bowser might give her something to look forward to. Another thing could be that she actually loves the guy. It isn't the first time a character's fallen in love due to Stockholm Syndrome. Just check out Joker and Harley Quinn's romantic past if you don't believe us. Maybe she's trying to break it to Mario easily. Easily and tell him she's just not interested, but he's really not getting the hint. We know Princess Peach has a lot of money, so if she didn't want to keep getting kidnapped, why wouldn't she just hire more security guards? Then the fact that the only two characters who ever save her are Mario and Luigi is just weird. But the strangest part is Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser hang out in other games and play tennis like nothing ever happened. It's almost like it's all staged because a relationship between King Koopa and Princess Peach would be frowned upon. It's the Romeo and Juliet love story we've always wanted in the Nintendo realm. A true friend like Mario jumping through a bunch of hoops to fight enemies while Bowser and his girlfriend spend quality time together. Then Mario and Bowser act like they had an epic battle where the hero gets the girl and they live happily ever after. We think there's a definite possibility that Bowser and Peach have a thing. She didn't exactly try to convince Bowser Jr. otherwise, and it was Bowser who told him she's not his mother. Maybe it was all just a cover to keep their relationship a secret, though. Luigi. As much as we want to believe that Luigi is a good guy, just take a look at Peach. She's a beautiful princess who made it on Forbes' list for fictional characters with the most money. Any guy not trying to get with a princess would be an absolute loon in our book. And why is he always so eager to go on super dangerous missions with Mario if there isn't some kind of reward in the end? We get it, Luigi. Princess Peach is really supposed to be your girl, and we kind of agree here. First of all, Mario has already had 2 women before Peach, Daisy and Pauline. So why should he get all the girls? Luigi has risked his life just as many times as his beloved plumber brother, which is why we think he also deserves a shot. If you go back in time, Luigi gets a kiss from Princess Peach in Super Mario World, the same game where Mario gets kissed by her. In New Super Mario Bros. Released in 2006, they share another kiss. And as evidence points out, in Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Luigi doesn't just get a kiss from one Princess Peach, he gets double the kiss action from both the real Princess Peach and the paper version. We should really be giving Luigi credit because he risks his life every time to save a girl his brother is head over heels in love with and who he might be in love with too. He mentions time and again he wishes he was more like his brother. This is very obvious when we discover on Star Hill Luigi's wish to be a great plumber like his brother. Then we see another glimpse of his admiration when we take a look at Luigi's journal and see how he admits to being a bit jealous of his brother. If we're putting 2 and 2 together, he probably wants the girl his brother wants, but being the nice guy he is, he hasn't revealed his true feelings to Princess Peach and just continues to be a sidekick in over 100 Mario games. It's okay though, because we have faith that perhaps one day Luigi will get to be the knight in shining armor to Princess Peach. Kibidango. Now, this isn't common knowledge, but there was an anime movie which came out predating the live-action one by almost 7 years based on the Mario franchise. It's translated to Super Mario Bros., The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. And because the Japanese version is incredibly difficult to pronounce correctly, that's all you're gonna get. The film was quite different from any of the other storylines in the Mario franchise, since we're introduced to a new character by the name of Kibidango who looks like a dog, but turns out to be much more important. After a long journey with the Mario brothers, the brothers and the dog arrive at King Koopa's castle on the day of King Koopa and Peach's wedding. Mario successfully defeats Bowser, destroying his magic so everything and everyone is turned back to normal in the Mushroom Kingdom. It also turns out that Kibidango isn't really a dog after he turns into his true form of Prince Haru of the Flower Kingdom. Haru admits King Koopa turned him into Kibidango and reveals that Peach is betrothed to
Now buying a new Ram truck is easier than ever. Introducing Ram Click and Drive, where you can shop, buy, and own, all from the comfort of home. Visit our website to learn more.
to him. Mario is heartbroken but leaves Peach to marry the prince. We like the idea because perhaps it's just a very one-sided romance between Mario and Peach, but it was also the worst feeling ever when Mario waved goodbye to the princess. Perhaps Princess Peach was destined to be with Prince Haru or Kibidango after all, and Mario has just been hired by the wealthy prince as the knight in shining armor to rescue her time and again. This seems completely plausible because Peach being married to someone of nobility is logical. Maybe Princess Peach is looking for more than a lowly plumber to be her husband. Wario. Another possible choice for Peach would be Wario, and you might think otherwise, but there was an actual storyline where Wario tried to force Peach into falling in love with him. Of course, Mario was there to save the day, but it doesn't mean she couldn't reciprocate those feelings for him. In the German Club Nintendo magazine, there was a comic strip called Super Mario and the Night of Horror. This particular story was split into 2 parts and features some of our all-time favorite Nintendo characters. It also put Peach against one of the deadliest foes of the series, a demon by the name of Abagor. Mario and Peach are having a quiet dinner together when the power goes out and Mario discovers Abagor wants to take the apartment building over. Abigor is convinced Wario to hand the keys over, and in return, he creates a spell to take over Peach's mind, forcing her to fall in love with him. Unfortunately for Wario, Peach doesn't return his devotion and is just transformed into a zombie while Abigor tries to take over Nintendo's skyscraper. We have a feeling that since Wario is the main rival of Mario, perhaps they have enough similarities that Peach could fall in love with him at some point. Plus, in Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, after Wario gets his own pad from the genie who is grateful for being freed from Captain Syrup, this is a special place which can materialize into anything from a birdhouse to an entire planet depending on the amount of treasure that Wario's collected throughout the game. Who's to say Wario and Peach didn't team up to collect a bunch of treasure and turn his pad into Peach's castle where they live happily ever after? It's entirely possible. Herself. It's 2017, and it might be possible that Peach doesn't really love any of these men. After all, we're never given any convincing evidence that she's in a relationship at all, and the kiss on the cheek doesn't really count, now does it? Wouldn't you kiss someone on the cheek if they saved you from a giant fire-breathing dragon turtle?
No.
Here's why we think Peach is just fine being single. There was a game called Super Princess Peach, which featured Peach as the main playable character. She became her own hero after Bowser kidnapped Mario, Luigi, and Toad, holding them hostage on Vibe Island. It's obvious Peach isn't just a damsel in distress, especially as she proves very useful traveling through 8 worlds on Vibe Island to save Mario and Luigi. Peach also gets Perry the Parasol, who helps her gain new abilities throughout the game. This proves Peach never really needed anyone to save her, and she probably could have defended herself against Bowser's constant kidnappings if she actually tried. Unless she was allowing him to kidnap her every time. Now here's where this gets tricky. She's secretly friends with Bowser, and she doesn't want to hurt his feelings, so she continues to let him kidnap her to let him continue to think that he's the big bad antagonist of the game. In the end, we just think Peach keeps going on with the charade because of the attention. If we learned anything from Super Princess Peach, it's how she's really good at using her emotions to get what she wants, and maybe she doesn't want no scrubs hanging around. She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. These are all, of course, game theories, but we're really curious what you guys think. Who do you think Peach is really in love with? Share your opinion in the comments section below.
Guys, I think that's all we have
Thanks for
today.
watching, and we hope you'll join us on our next big adventure.
Bye, everyone. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see ya in the next one. Demon out.